Hey guys, Vertigo Electric here, and tonight I'm playing Coma Mortuary. Now, technically I'm not going into this game completely blind. I have seen a little bit of gameplay, and I watched my wife play this for a bit. That was a long time ago, and I think, from everything that I've seen recently, as far as like the store page and what I'm looking at now, it seems a lot different, like they've made a lot of updates. So for all intents and purposes, I have no idea what I'm getting into. Wasn't much to write home about before, so hopefully it's improved a lot. So, let's jump into it. Okay. Oh, nope, it's a cutscene. I'm not controlling this, by the way. It certainly looks player controlled, but that's not me. In fact, I got my hands on my lap. I'm just watching. I'm just going along for the ride at this point.
When nothing in life matters, when really important things can pass through you so imperceptibly, I never thought that the most interesting thing in my life could begin with a fall. Deep fall.
This is a very awkward zoom. A lot of shaky cam too. It just seems like a bunch of random shaking and zooming. Not entirely sure what I wasn't sure what I was looking at. Very strange. The art style is certainly interesting. Everything's got this painted look. Oh, that shaky cam. Come on. Is this necessary? I'm pretty sure these cutscenes were recorded. Like this was like someone just had first-person control of a character and was just moving the mouse around and moving and recorded it. Alright, come on. I'd like to play. At least we're getting decent frame rates. Still waiting. F for flashlight, alright. Now I have control. Now it's me doing shaky cam. Oh, look at this is a Coma Mortuary cutscene.
Falling is not difficult.
Oh.
One step and you're flying. Whether you rise or fall is the whim of that most capricious lady, Lady Luck. I thought maybe we became friends after the accident. Or perhaps I was just lying to myself.
It's kind of funny because the the dialogue, the voice acting or voiceover, I guess, is not bad. It's, you know, it's a nice voice. It's speaking clearly, but the style feels strange, almost like some of those noir films where they would the scene would pause and the actor would start talking to the camera. She didn't know that I was about to jump out the window, but she'd soon find out. Is that an E? Looks like F period, but I guess it's an E. So E to interact with something. Okay. Control Y, mouse inversion. Well, I don't really need to do that. Everybody thinks I'm weird because I like to invert
death
the...
unsettled me. I didn't know what to do and where to go.
I'll wait.
We were inseparable friends from back in school. One stormy night, one missing road sign, one chasm, and the result? 2 victims, me and Tess.
Everybody thinks I'm weird because when I play with a controller, you know, for first person and third person games, I generally like to invert the Y axis of the camera. And people say, "Oh, you're you're not flying a plane, man." And that's what I'm used to. Back in the days when I used to play Descent, I had, well, first of all, I had some weird control mapping, keyboard control mapping, by the way, when I played Descent, and it was really weird. That was years before, you know, I got used to the WASD standard for moving around. I had A was forward, Z was backward, S was left, X was right, D was up, and C was down. Yeah, like that. But anyway,
I followed after her because I didn't know another way. This place called me. Here, my life was changed into chaos. I was volatile and needed to explode, and I had to do it here.
Okay. But I didn't use the mouse back then. I just used I used the arrow keys for you know, camera control, and my up was down and my down was up, just kind of like you would have like a flight stick. And ever since then, it was just kind of felt more natural to me, particularly in first-person games, to set to the Y inverted. Unless I was using mouse. Mouse is a little different. Okay, this does look familiar. I do remember this cave with all the boats. Actually, I don't remember the boats. I remember it was a cave of something with the opening in the top, and I remember hearing all the crows.
I opened the throttle, speeding through the red lights, through the warning sirens' wail, and the fence that was set up after Tess's death. It was impossible to stop me. The people who were chasing after me wanted to help me, but their wish to save was weaker than my wish to die.
This doesn't... What? This doesn't do anything. The volume control does absolutely nothing, and I can't... Okay, now, wait, hold on. What's happening? I can't... sometimes I can grab it, sometimes I can't. Let's go do that. Okay, well, whatever. Also, you wouldn't have seen this in the recording, but it changed my window size slightly. Mouse scroll speed. I don't want to mess with that. Okay, you know what? I shouldn't mess with... I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna deal with it. Also, this is my normal walk, and then when I press shift, I go slower. So instead of a sprint, I get like an anti-sprint. So that's something.
I am writing this down in case I don't make it out of here. I want to leave something about myself, and perhaps to help someone else that may follow and will read it. The knowledge which I'll put in this journal is superficial, but is forbidden, and you can be punished for it by supreme measure here.
What? So I guess that was sort of a prologue.
My appearance here is a mystery for me. I came here in a way unlike anybody else. Usually, people sail here on boats. There are dead who died on the earth and reborn in their guise here. Everything is absolutely identical. Sex, age, and other characteristics. But one of the few differences from earthly life is the laws by which a body lives.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really into the story here. The narration hasn't quite grabbed me. I'm more interested in the exploration aspect. I think I do. Okay, I do remember some of this.
Inseparably linked with the soul. We don't feel this connection on the earth, but here it is felt immediately. Much the same way as our
okay, I remember these rooms with the
pain, and it hurts because our
souls bodies in the water or whatever. I don't.
All of the newcomer dead are disfigured by corruption. Their bodies are corrupted as strongly as their souls are sick.
I seem to remember the word viscous showing up at some point in this game. Let's see, did I step in the water? I guess I can just walk right through it. Slows me down though. This last thing I need is something slowing me down even more. This seems really slow paced. I don't mean like it's a paste that's slow. But the game is just, it seems kind of slow to progress. I don't know how much I'm going to get through in a single sort of first impressions type of deal here. I'm not sure if I really want to try to finish this game. I don't know, we'll see. We'll just... I don't know. That scared me. What is it? It just takes control of the camera and it just kind of like... I don't know. Now I'm not positive which way I came from. I think it was this way, wasn't it? I don't think there's anything over here. The water looks... Oh, there it is. There it is. The liquid is viscous. Okay, see now I'm starting to remember things. I remember we were joking about thinking it said vicious. The liquid is vicious. Such vicious liquid. Too vicious for the fishes. Look, some dishes. Some dishes for the fishes. Licious. Licious? I said licious. I don't know why. It's deliciously viscous. Alright, I'll stop up. I have a feeling I'm not going to get very far. This is really kind of... I don't like moving this slow. It's kind of... I don't know. Okay, I'm having another memory. There's a I think I remember a part here where we were going down something like this, and the camera stole control from me. Yep, there it is. Oh, that was a little different though that time. Before it just had you stare at the rocks, it didn't actually turn around at the, all those figures, those shadows or whatever. Okay, what are we doing? These are moving a little more fast. I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing. I do remember when my wife was playing this, everywhere she went was the wrong way. Oh, that was better. Or not the wrong way, but, well, yeah, I mean, she would just kind of run randomly around these, I don't know, catacombs or whatever, and end up losing. And to be honest, I think that's where we tried it a few times, and then, like, that's it. Done. If I get anywhere near this thing, the water, it slows me down a bunch. I don't know where I'm going. What was that? I mean, I know what that was, but my car blew up and affected that much of the place, I guess. I don't know. Oh, now where am I? Okay. This is a little more interesting, I think. Check out the window. Here's some crying. It's never good. It's like someone was cutting lemons. Sounds like the crying is coming from over here, but maybe that's just my lack of proper surround sound setup. I got a surround sound set up in this room, but I don't think most of the games I play really take advantage of it. Maybe it's just not set up right. I don't know. I'm pretty excited though. I'm actually getting a well, my friend QuickSave Dave, that he goes by online sometimes. Excuse me. I again apologize for all this throat clearing. I blame allergies. I'm sorry if it gets annoying. But let's see, how should I start this little story? I tried to set up the surround sound in my living room recently, and realized that in order to do so properly, the only way to do it would be through optical from my TV, and my current speaker system didn't have any optical inputs. So I'd already purchased and run the wiring and stuff for the rear speakers. I'm like, well, I don't want to just give up right here. So I can barely see anything in this game. I don't have like a flashlight or anything, and for some reason there's a bunch of fog in the house. But anyway, so I had to order some dumb little converter that converted optical to analog, basically. And so I waited for a couple of days for that to come in, and it did, and I tried it, and it was not. I mean, technically, yes, it did the converting, but it just wasn't a good setup. There was I didn't have any remote for the speaker system, so I couldn't control the volume, unless I walked up there and changed it on the unit itself. But I don't know, I actually sent that back, which is really annoying. The converter was $20, and it cost me $6.50 for return shipping, and which I think is bullcrap. That's one of the reasons. It's one of the reasons why I prefer to buy things like that. What in the world? Oh, that was weird. One of the reasons I prefer to buy things in person. So, anyway, I sent it back, and I'll be getting some of the money. But anyway, excuse me. Back to the point. My friend found a really good deal on a really high-end 5.1 Logitech system, and it was a good enough deal where he actually got 2 of them, and one of them's for me. I don't really have the budget for something like that. It's like a it's like a $300 something unit, and he got it for under $100. And he's like, "Oh, you can just pay me back whenever you get, kind of like in payments or whatever." He's like, "Cool." So I'll be setting that up in the living room in a few days as soon as we get it. I'm stuck. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing in it. Let's go. You know what? I never went downstairs, huh? Or is this the downstairs? I'm sure at this point you're like, man, was this guy gotta shut up and actually play the game? I'm trying to play the game. I just have no idea where I'm supposed to go. Visibility is minimal. I can't. Okay, wait. No, it's tires. I can't even find the stairs anymore. Where the heck are the stairs? Wait. Okay, here, I found the stairs. Now we're just back here again. I don't think I've been in here. I'm running around in the basement for hours. I still don't have any idea. Wait a minute. Wasn't there something blocking this before? So I get a hand cursor like I can do something, but oh, keys. Gosh. That's so creepy, but at the same time it's like the paper cutout. What in the world? I got a screenshot of that. Oh. What happened now? Oh. It just all of a sudden went into full screen. Okay, I guess we're in full screen. World? Oh, the recording is not recording the, oh crap. Hold on. The game's not pausing when I go into the options, by the way. It's like, okay, so right now looks like I was lying down. I'm back in the catacombs area. I'm lying down and sort of stood up. Let me change the... Okay, so now we're back. I'm sorry about that. That made no sense at all. A lot of this doesn't make any sense. The window looks like... I'm on Windows 10 and the window border is a Windows 7 border. There's so much of this just doesn't make sense. I'm going to do my best to try to play this.
Upon arriving,
oh my goodness,
bodies undergo a cleansing process, and after 40 days, the body wakes up. Initially, it does not feel anything. but as soon as the corruption is washed away with the healing liquid, in a few seconds, it becomes a mirror of the inner world. Many people die in these seconds. If they don't, then it is determined if, in their condition, they could withstand surgery or not. If they couldn't, the still living body is thrown down into a bottomless hole. And if they could, the body is operated on and the people are led to where they can save themselves.
So I want to take a screenshot of this scene because that looks kind of interesting, but I don't want to screw everything up like I did last time. It's kind of a cool statue. I think I can see the statue's crotch in there. Ooh, NSFW! Huh. Well, maybe I'll make this into a multi-part thing. Instead of just a first impressions, I'll do. Because, I mean, I'm not... I don't know. Let's give it a few more minutes. It's not very fun, though. I'm going to be honest. I'm kind of... Is this a dead end? Really? I'm going to slowly walk back down the steps. I don't understand there's some kind of narrative going on here. I have a feeling this is a little more story-based. Not necessarily supposed to be thrilling, but... I'm just not... It just hasn't grabbed me. I'm stuck here. Okay. Guess I'll go around. I can't step over. Oh, I guess I can. So I've got these multiple routes now. I feel like... I don't know. If this is a dead end, I'm gonna stop. It looks like it goes somewhere. Oh, I forgot. What? I just remembered I had my flashlight, and then it transports me to, I guess it's a library.
Just recently, a man left the earthly world. He woke up, and he is enveloped by mysterious pain. Unfamiliar figures are bent over his head. They washed him, roughly stitched his wounds, and brought him to the library. Instead of rest and sleeping, they put him at the table in front of a book, where the first words were, "Your mind is a flask of poison. To leave or to cleanse, it is your decision." And it was so. Corruption is like a weak-acting poison. It causes tension that doesn't let the body breathe. On the Earth, we are used to the fact that wounds gradually mend and the pain can subside. Here, there is no such process under the corruption's influence. The only wounds which can be healed are the ones that people have received here.
So that was a puzzle, I guess. Is this what we're doing? We're doing puzzles now? Alright. No. Okay. Yep. So it's a... turn the statue to face the right direction kind of puzzle. I don't know what that means, though. Alright, we'll do it this way. I'm going to stop here because, honestly, I'm getting bored and we've been playing for half an hour. If anybody wants me to play more of this, leave a comment, let me know. You know, perhaps I'll jump back into it. But, otherwise, nah, I'm I'm just not feeling it. So, anyway, but I mean, at least if you like this video, click the like button for me, subscribe if you haven't, and, you know, blah, 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 yada, yada, all that cool stuff. I'll see you next time.